Okay, here is lesson 3 on forging for noobs. Today we're going to teach you how to pretty much save objects where you're not supposed to be able to save objects. This map might be quite familiar to some. It's been known as Death Mountain, Mount Death, Snowbound on Top, many names. You've probably seen it on YouTube, played it. Basically, this person found out that there's an area outside the map that you can actually get to without dying as long as you didn't touch the ground. So what he decided to do was put objects on top of the ground so you couldn't do it. Normally though, when you try to spawn objects on top of the ground, like you'll see right here, after I stop dying from going outside the barrier, but normally you die. Or the objects that you spawn get deleted. But there is a way to get around that. It's kind of like what you learned in lesson 2. As you drop them, you see it deleted. Push A, it deletes. We'll try to apply case to prove to you. Push A, it automatically deletes. So, but we have a way to get around that. What you want to do is just like you did on number 2, but this one's not for forging objects in the air. This one's to get them to stay. So you hit start. Save changes, yes. And then once again, you end the game.
Game over.
It deletes itself. Wait for a moment. Start it back up. Now, as you see, we have that common nod there once again. Now I'll just show you a little bit more. We'll play some other stuff like, we'll say, I don't know, barriers. When I place the barriers on top though, you'll notice that they don't auto-delete because they're not touching the ground. Which is a neat little thing. So when you're placing stuff outside the map or where you're not supposed to be able to, once you place stuff on top, they usually seem to stay. It's just when you place them on the floor that they don't. Also, when doing this today, you can do it with multiple people in the party. You can do it with up to 16 if you wish. Well, if you trust them. You're calling that one. As again, once we'll save it, we'll start it up. And we'll end it, yada yada.
Game over.
Game over. Oh yeah. Also, I forgot to mention, respawn points can be forge glued. Didn't mention that in the last video. And whoever watched the last video, if you're watching this one as well, the grav lift is non-forge glued item. You're a retard. Okay? Just thought I'd let you know. And as you can see now, we got a little bit of barrier, a little bit of roadblock cover as you would. Occasionally on this map, you just randomly die for no apparent reason. But that's pretty much how people place objects out here as well. You'll see the floating object with the receivers right there. See how the grav lifts are placed on top of the receivers? That's because the grav lifts are non-forge glued items. You gotta use a receiver to hold them in place. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Have a wonderful day. This has been a Canadian Kid broadcasting lesson 3 of Forging for Noobs.